You could actually hear when somebody died because you would hear they would, and then you wouldn't hear anymore. Man, I ain't gonna lie.
Have you ever wondered why Wendy Williams' life seemed to spiral after she publicly exposed shocking allegations about scene Diddy comms? From accusations of hidden lifestyles to chilling threats against her own son, Wendy's feud with Diddy is more tangled than anyone could have imagined. Rumors suggest that Diddy's notorious parties hid dark secrets, and recent lawsuits have surfaced with disturbing claims. But could all of this be linked to Wendy's sudden decline, her mysterious health struggles, financial troubles, and complete disappearance from the spotlight? Let's delve into the explosive feud that may have cost Wendy Williams everything.
Worse, hip-hop wearing skirts or hip-hop being closeted and having a plethora of kids to prove manhood that, and denial of something that...
Wendy Williams and scene Diddy comms have been entangled in one of the entertainment industry's most notorious feuds, one that has spanned decades, shaped careers, and shaken reputations. But how did it all begin? To grasp the full extent of their conflict, we need to rewind to the 90s, a time when Wendy was establishing herself as a bold, fearless radio personality, and Diddy was rapidly ascending in the hip-hop world. The clash between these two powerful figures seemed inevitable, but no one could have foreseen the intense drama that would unfold.
Practically burned at the stake for talking about such. And now it's all come full circle. It goes to show you how far the homosexual movement within hip-hop and sports still needs to go.
In the late 90s, Wendy Williams built her career by diving headfirst into controversy, earning a reputation for her bold, unfiltered take on celebrity gossip. She became known for exposing the secrets of some of the music industry's biggest names, and one of her main targets was Diddy, then known as Puff Daddy. While working at New York's Hot 97, Wendy started hinting that Diddy was concealing certain aspects of his personal life from the public, suggesting secrets that could seriously harm his carefully crafted image, particularly regarding his relationships and private behavior. Although these rumors were never confirmed, they created a stir in the tightly knit world of hip-hop, where reputation is everything.
And I was very poor, but I was happy. I've never been motivated by money, even though I didn't come from money. I'm motivated by quality of life. So I was there for, 6 or 8 months, and I knew that I wasn't going to leave the island until I had another job.
Wendy's insinuations didn't stop there. She even claimed to have photos of Diddy that could expose him in a compromising situation during a vacation in Cannes. Although she never revealed the images, the threat alone was enough to create a buzz. Many believe that Diddy leveraged his influence in the music industry to get Wendy fired from Hot 97 before she could disclose anything more. Reportedly, Diddy made it clear to the station that if they didn't cut ties with Wendy, he would blacklist them, cutting off access to music from his label, Fat Boy Records, and his extensive industry connections. The threat worked. Wendy was out of a job, and at the time, it appeared that Diddy had won the battle.
I seen him do it before. I seen him even tell people on the phone before, like he did Wendy Williams.
But Wendy Williams wasn't one to go down without a fight. Though she was temporarily forced out of New York's radio scene, she quickly made a comeback, eventually landing her own syndicated radio show, The Wendy Williams Experience, and later her now iconic daytime talk show, The Wendy Williams Show, Throughout her career, Wendy has made it clear she's not backing down from her fearless approach to celebrity gossip. Diddy has remained a recurring topic on her platforms, with Wendy continuing to hint at the same rumors she first stirred up in the 90s. A memorable moment in Wendy Williams and Diddy's long-standing feud came in a 2017 episode of The Wendy Williams Show, where Diddy appeared as a guest. It was a rare face-to-face after years of tension, and the atmosphere was electric, especially when Diddy made a cryptic comment about having met Wendy's son, Kevin Jr. observant viewers noticed that Wendy seemed visibly uncomfortable, fueling speculation that Diddy still held some influence over her. While nothing overtly threatening was said, the exchange raised eyebrows among fans aware of the friction between the two. After the interview, Wendy, typically composed and confident, appeared flustered and evasive when discussing Diddy's remark about her son, which led some to wonder if Diddy was sending a subtle reminder of her past attempts to expose him, hinting that her family could be pulled into their feud. This chilling moment suggested their conflict was deeper and more personal than many had suspected.
As far as, is he going to turn people in? Is he going to cooperate? If the federal government wants him to cooperate and they're going to cut his time, because right now he's looking at 15 to life. With all the charges he had to, he won't get out till 70 years old. He about 70. That's when they start talking about.
What made this incident even more unsettling was the context of Diddy's infamous parties, which had been surrounded by rumors for years. These exclusive gatherings were known for their extravagant, over-the-top atmosphere, drawing some of the biggest names in entertainment. However, according to various insiders, there was a darker side to these events, one marked by manipulation, secrecy, and unsettling power dynamics. Over the years, some former attendees have hinted at strange and occasionally disturbing experiences at these parties. Although details have remained vague, the persistent rumors paint a picture of gatherings that seemed more about control and dominance than simple fun and indulgence.
A few times I thought I was going to pass out because it was hot on that staircase. You know what I'm saying? And when they closed the doors.
For Wendy, who had spent years attempting to reveal the darker side of the entertainment industry, Diddy's parties embodied everything she had been warning people about. She had long suggested that Diddy's public image didn't align with his private behavior, and the stories emerging about these parties only seemed to confirm her suspicions. Many believe that Wendy's relentless pursuit of the truth about Diddy's personal life made her a target from the start. By daring to challenge someone as powerful as Diddy, she put herself in the crosshairs of his considerable influence. And some say she's been paying the price ever since. While Wendy focused on exposing the secrets of the rich and famous, Diddy was carefully cultivating his image as a larger-than-life mogul. He built an empire that spanned music, fashion, and television, maintaining a polished public persona. But behind the scenes, whispers suggested his empire was built on more than business savvy, with some alleging that Diddy used his power in ways far beyond the typical dealings of a record executive. Rumors hinted at a darker side, one that Wendy had been trying to reveal for years.
Is he this gangster that behind the scenes is that him? Or is that...
Shout out to Wendy Williams.
Rumors about Diddy's social life were nothing new, but they took on fresh momentum in the 2010s, especially after a series of high-profile lawsuits cast a spotlight on his behavior at his infamous gatherings. Among the most disturbing aspects of these rumors were claims suggesting that some attendees at Diddy's parties were much younger than they appeared. Although no concrete evidence has ever surfaced to substantiate these allegations, the rumors have lingered over the years, adding yet another layer of intrigue to the stories surrounding Diddy.
Jay-Z got his whooped by his sister-in-law on camera. What's her name? Solange. You got it. The feds ain't stepping in and do nothing. The feds don't care about you getting your ass whooped.
Wendy's connection to these rumors became even more personal when she began speaking publicly about her concerns for her son, Kevin Jr., on several occasions. She's expressed worry about the kind of world her son is growing up in, especially considering the circles he might be drawn into as the child of a famous parent. While she has never directly linked these concerns to Diddy, the timing of her comments, following her tense interview with him, led many to speculate that she was referring to the dangerous world of celebrity parties and the harmful influences that often accompany them.
This is Wendy Williams, the hottest radio host in New York City.
It's easy to understand why Wendy would be so protective of her son, especially given the long-running rumors surrounding Diddy. Throughout her career, Wendy has made a name for herself by pulling back the curtain on the entertainment industry, exposing the darker, often sordid realities behind the glitz and glamour. Yet, despite all her success, it seems Wendy has never fully escaped the shadow of her feud with Diddy. The question remains, has her relentless pursuit to expose him come at too great a—
Sean had to take responsibility for what he did as an individual. Sean is the one who pulled that gun out. Sean is the one who shot. So he has to take responsibility for that.
As we move into the 2020s, the feud between Wendy Williams and Diddy shows no signs of letting up. In fact, it may be more intense than ever. With Diddy facing a series of legal challenges and Wendy grappling with her own personal and financial struggles, both are fighting battles on multiple fronts. While Diddy's legal woes are mostly focused on his business practices and personal conduct, Wendy's challenges seem more deeply connected to her health and her ability to continue working. Some have speculated that Wendy's recent health issues, including her well-publicized struggles with lymphedema and Graves' disease, could be tied to the immense pressure she's been under for years. Pressure many believe stems, at least in part, from her ongoing conflict with Diddy. In recent months, Wendy's financial situation has also come under scrutiny, with reports revealing that she's been placed under a conservatorship similar to the one that controlled Britney Spears' life for years. This has raised questions about whether Wendy is being taken advantage of by those around her, including individuals who may have a vested interest in silencing her. After all, Wendy's brand is built on her ability to speak truth to power, and if she can no longer do that, it could spell the end of her career. Could Diddy be one of the forces working behind the scenes to ensure that Wendy stays silent?
Ask Wendy Williams.
That did happen to her too.
And it was women that set that up.
It's a question that many of Wendy Williams' fans have been asking, especially given the timing of her conservatorship, which came just as Diddy's own legal troubles began to intensify. Wendy has found herself increasingly sidelined, both professionally and personally, leading some to speculate that there could be a direct connection between these two events. While there's no concrete evidence to support this theory, the timing is undeniably suspicious, sparking renewed questions about the true nature of Wendy and Diddy's feud. As Diddy's legal battles continue to unfold, it's possible that more details will emerge about the extent of his influence and how he has used it to silence critics. If that happens, Wendy may finally get the vindication she's been seeking for years. Until then, she remains a controversial figure, one who has never been afraid to speak her mind, even when it's cost her dearly.
Because she wanted to put up a picture of him getting his pants pulled down.
In recent years, the tension between Wendy Williams and Seeing Diddy comms has only intensified, with both their personal and professional lives spiraling in different directions. As they each face significant battles, one has to wonder if there's more to the situation than coincidence. Is there a connection between Diddy's growing legal troubles and Wendy's sudden dramatic downfall? Diddy, once a music mogul at the top of his game, is now at the center of some deeply troubling allegations. What began as whispers in the industry has turned into a full-blown legal nightmare, with multiple lawsuits emerging, each one more shocking than the last. These legal issues could have long-lasting consequences for Diddy, possibly impacting him for the rest of his life.
Listen, y'all, I understand that these girls are of age, but this is just disgusting to me. It feels very predatory to me.
One of the most explosive developments in Diddy's legal troubles involves a series of civil suits filed late last year, with the first major bombshell dropping in November. Diddy was named in a lawsuit filed by his former romantic partner, Cassie Ventura, with whom he had an on-and-off relationship for over a decade. Cassie accused Diddy of subjecting her to years of emotional and physical abuse, detailing disturbing claims of manipulation and coercion. The lawsuit alleged that Diddy forced her into extreme, horrific situations that lasted for years, beginning in 2007 and continuing until their relationship ended in 2018. When the lawsuit was made public, it sent shockwaves through the entertainment world. Although Diddy vehemently denied the accusations, the damage was done. Within a day of the lawsuit being filed, both parties announced an amicable settlement. However, the swift resolution raised eyebrows. Given the seriousness of Cassie's allegations, many began to question what kind of deal had been struck so quickly. Some speculated that Diddy's team had moved fast to avoid a lengthy legal battle that could expose even more damaging details.
I don't think they are scared of him. I think they more so, they don't want him to embarrass their reputation and things that they've been known for.
But Cassie's case was just the beginning. Once the floodgates opened, more individuals came forward with their own claims against Diddy. Within weeks of Cassie's lawsuit, 2 additional lawsuits were filed under New York's Adult Survivors Act. The first came from a woman named Joey Dickerson Neal, who accused Diddy of targeting her in the early 90s. She alleged that he took advantage of her when she was a college student in New York. As if that weren't enough, another lawsuit was filed by Lisa Gardner, who claimed she was underage when Diddy and a well-known R&B artist allegedly took advantage of her after a party in New York City.
Diddy will be sued, and I say will be because nothing has been filed yet, by at least 120 people in the next 30 days. So
these lawsuits have painted a chilling picture of Diddy's behavior over the years, with each case alleging that he used his power, influence, and wealth to control the lives of those around him. While Diddy's legal team has denied all the accusations, the sheer number of cases raises serious questions. Could all these people be fabricating their claims, or is there a pattern of behavior that the public is only now beginning to uncover? The situation escalated even further in early 2024 when Rodney Lil Rod Jones filed another lawsuit against Diddy, this time regarding more recent events. Jones, who had worked with Diddy as a producer, claimed he witnessed and experienced disturbing behavior while living and traveling with the mogul between 2022 and 2023. He alleged that Diddy pressured him into uncomfortable situations and witnessed firsthand how Diddy manipulated others in his inner circle. The lawsuit also referenced Diddy's extravagant parties, which had long been the subject of rumors. But what made this case stand out was the inclusion of video evidence. Jones provided screenshots from footage he had recorded while working with Diddy, which he claimed showed underage attendees at these gatherings. The lawsuit also hinted at other videos of potentially shocking activities that could surface if the case progresses.
Breaking news tonight, Sean Diddy Combs has been arrested in a Manhattan hotel this evening after a grand jury indicted the music mogul. His attorney tells CNN that he is currently being processed. The charges are unclear.
The legal storm surrounding Diddy only intensified in early 2024. In March, federal authorities launched a raid on several of his properties in Los Angeles and Miami, reportedly seeking evidence related to an ongoing investigation. During the raids, authorities allegedly uncovered a cache of suspicious items, including firearms and large quantities of supplies seemingly tied to specific types of events. This discovery only added to the mounting pressure, fueling speculation that the authorities were closing in on Diddy. Then, in September 2024, the hammer finally fell. Diddy was arrested by federal agents at a hotel in New York City, as part of a larger indictment accusing him of running a criminal enterprise. According to the charges, Diddy had been involved in a range of illegal activities for years, including manipulation, abuse, and coercion. The government's case alleged that he had used his business empire to cover up a decade's worth of misconduct. If convicted, Diddy could face a lengthy prison sentence, potentially even life behind bars.
If you're just joining us here, was just arrested and taken into federal custody in New York tonight. Sources tell TMZ Homeland Security swooped into a Midtown hotel late Monday where Diddy was staying, and they arrested him.
While Diddy's legal troubles were unfolding, Wendy Williams was facing her own very public breakdown. For years, Wendy had been a powerhouse in entertainment news, but her life took a dramatic turn in 2022 when she was placed under a conservatorship. This arrangement, similar to the one Britney Spears had been under for more than a decade, gave a court-appointed guardian control over Wendy's finances and personal affairs. The news came as a shock to her fans, who had watched her rise from a radio personality to a daytime TV icon. However, the conservatorship was just the beginning. Wendy's health had been steadily declining, with reports of her fainting on live TV and struggling to keep up with the demands of her show. In 2023, it was revealed that Wendy had been diagnosed with a serious condition that affected her ability to communicate and make decisions. Her care team confirmed that her condition was progressive, meaning it would worsen over time. As a result, she was no longer able to manage her own life, let alone host her beloved talk show.
You don't think there's anything going on with Wendy's health that is alarming?
No. I mean, Wendy is Wendy.
What made Wendy's situation even more tragic was how she seemed to vanish from the public eye. Once a staple of daytime television, Wendy suddenly disappeared from view. Her show was ultimately canceled, and rumors began to swirl about her mental and physical well-being. Some speculated that Wendy had been pushed out of the spotlight by those seeking to control her finances, while others suggested that her health issues were far more severe than anyone had initially understood.
I think that they don't want, if they was in any of those freak-off tapes, if they played a part in any of those Diddy sessions, they don't want it to get out to the general public to make up their brain.
Here's where things take an intriguing turn. The timing of Wendy's decline seemed to coincide with the mounting pressure on Diddy as his legal troubles grew. Wendy's ability to speak out became increasingly limited, and some fans began to wonder if there was a connection. After all, Wendy had been one of the few people in the industry willing to publicly challenge Diddy. Could her sudden fall from grace have been linked to her getting too close to the truth? The speculation grew louder when Wendy's financial struggles came to light in early 2024. It was revealed that her assets were being controlled by her court-appointed guardian, and she had received only a fraction of the money owed to her from various projects. This led to a lawsuit filed on Wendy's behalf, claiming that those around her had exploited her. According to the suit, Wendy's financial team had used her condition to make deals without her consent. One of the most shocking allegations was that Wendy had been paid a meager sum for a major documentary that aired on Lifetime, despite the project generating millions in revenue. The lawsuit also claimed that Wendy had been coerced into participating in the documentary when she was in no state to consent, with her guardian stating that the producers filmed her while she was confused and disoriented, taking advantage of her vulnerability. What was meant to be a project celebrating Wendy's life and career turned into a humiliating spectacle, sparking outrage among her fans. The lawsuit sought millions of dollars in damages.
A lot of time with the family, and it really was important to, understand their point of view.
As Wendy's legal battle unfolded, it became evident that her situation was far more complex than anyone had realized. She wasn't just grappling with health issues. She was also fighting to regain control over her life and finances. Meanwhile, Diddy was facing his own reckoning, with legal cases against him continuing to mount. Both Wendy and Diddy found themselves at the center of storms that appeared to be unraveling their lives. Yet the question lingers. Was there a deeper connection between the two?
You see the people that were around her, they were also very overwhelmed and confused by the situation that they were put into.
As the drama between Wendy Williams and Diddy continues to unfold, one thing is clear. Their story is far from over. Both have endured significant challenges, and it seems their paths may continue to cross in ways we can't yet predict. What will happen next? Only time will tell. However, it's certain that this saga has captivated the public for decades and shows no signs of fading away. What do you think? Is there more to Wendy's downfall than meets the eye? And are Diddy's legal troubles just the tip of the iceberg? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below.
I'm just trying to understand, like, what, you pay her and she's your friend?
I pay her.
Okay.